Hi and welcome to Outwell and to the Concorde10AC from our Air Comfort collection. You can see here that this is a very large vis-à-vis style tent where we have bedrooms on this side, a good sized living space in here and other bedrooms across here. And of course this tent can sleep up to 10 people. We'll show you the details on the inside shortly, but first of all I want to talk you through the features on the outside. So with the tent being from our Air Comfort collection, what you'll find is in place of traditional steel or fiberglass poles, we have inflatable tubes all the way down this tent here. Each of the tubes has its own valve to be able to pump them up, so really quick and easy to do individually. We do supply the pump with the tent, just like this one here. So it's a double action, two-way hand pump. So what that means is every time you pull the lever up and push the lever down, you are inflating the tubes. So as I say, really quick and easy to do. There is a pressure gauge on top of the pump just here, so you can keep an eye on the pressure when you are inflating it. And what we would recommend is inflating this up to 7 psi, which represents 0.5 bar. So the valves themselves, as I say, are easy to locate. Each tube has their own valve. So you can see here that it just says air in on the outside, and under here is where we have the valve. So you can see we actually have it open just now to show you how to attach the pump. But what that highlights is that this is a one-way valve, so even though it's open, you're not getting air coming out of it. So attaching the pump, it's really simple, just pop it in, and that's you ready to inflate. As I say, each tube has one of these. Underneath is where you'll then find the air out valve. Let's pop that back on there. So under here, you see here it says air out. So again, each individual tube has one of these as well. So this is a release valve, so when it comes to taking the tent down, we simply need to open these up and the air will come out, allowing you easy and quick deflation. So in terms of material, what we're using on here is our Outex 5000. So this is a premium quality taffeta polyester material, which has been PU coated on the inside, and it has fully taped seams as well. It has a hydrostatic head of 5,000 millimeters, and what that means is you can be quite safe in the knowledge that even though it's really, even if it's really wet outside rather, you're going to stay nice and dry inside. Also, this material has been UV treated as well to ensure much better protection against sunlight basically, so it's going to last a good long time as well. In terms of other features on here, we have our luminous guy lines all the way around the outside of the tent, so nice and easy to see, so you're not going to trip over them quite as easily when it's a bit darker. Each of the guy lines has its own retainer as well, so when it comes to packing down the tent, we can simply roll up the guy lines and just pop them into these Velcro loops just here, so that the next time you come to use the tent, the guy lines are going to be easily accessible. Now the tent actually has 4 doors in total, so there's 2 here and there's 2 on the other side as well. But what I want to highlight is on this side here, we have a rain-safe entrance. So obviously we have this piece of material here which is in place with a alloy pole on the side here, and that's going to give you good shelter if it is a little bit more drizzly going into that sealed area in the inside of the tent. Each of the doors does have windows on there as well. Of course, we've got them rolled up at the moment to be able to show you the inside a little bit easier. But the windows that are on here, they're all tinted windows as well, so 2 key functions. One is to reduce the glare from the sunshine inside the tent, and the second is to give much better privacy as well. So what we'll do is we'll just pop inside now and show you some of the details in there. So as I said earlier on, the tent does have bedrooms either side, which makes it the vis-à-vis style, but in the centre here we have a really good sized living space. You can see that we have some tables and chairs in here, and certainly still plenty of space around us. The ground sheet for the whole tent is actually sealed from front to back and side to side here, so you get maximum amount of protection within here. It is a good quality double coated polyethylene material, so totally waterproof with a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters. And what you'll see as well is that it comes up around the edges all the way around the tent, so that's going to stop drafts, dirt, dust and sand, things like that, and hopefully keep out those unwanted bugs as well. So at the top of the tent, right in the center, we have a lantern hanging point here. So if you've got a lantern that's able to hang, then that's a great point for it. And then coming away both sides from this, on this center tube here, we have these cable tidies which run all the way down to where our cable entry point is. As I say, there is one on both sides of the tent as well. So just here you can see what we can do is open this up to allow us to run cables into the tent without actually having this door open. So the 4 doors that we have on the tent actually all feature full drop-down mesh doors as well. You can see here that we have these 2 rolled up at the moment, but on this side we have dropped down the mesh doors just to highlight here, so we can get fantastic ventilation within this tent There's vents in the bedrooms and obviously 4 large mesh doors here allowing for through flow ventilation. So in terms of bedrooms, as I said earlier on, the tent can sleep up to 10 people. So behind me here we have our standard size bedrooms, which is a 3 and a 2 on this side. But over this side here we have our master bedroom. So what the master bedroom allows for is even more space within here. So the industry standard for a bedroom is around about 215 centimetres deep, but what we actually have is a bedroom that's 250 centimetres deep. So what that allows for is, as I said there before, is even more space within the bedroom. You can see that we have quite a large airbed in here at the moment, and we still have space all the way around it and in front of it as well. You can also see then in here we have some handy storage pockets, one down towards the front here and some more in the back corner, so these are ideal for smaller personal possessions. At the back is where you'll find the ventilation panel that corresponds to the outside panel on the fly sheet, and right up the top here we also have a handy hanging rope as well. We're using our night sky ceiling in here just to keep the mornings that little bit more dull, and of course if you're camping in long summer nights then this will reduce the amount of light within the tent bedroom area as well. What we also have in this area is one large dividing wall between the 2 bedrooms, which you can see here. This actually is zipped into place at the moment to separate the bedrooms, but you can open that up to create one large bedroom across this side, and it's the same on the other side as well. Something else I want to highlight in here, just above the bedrooms, if I just pull this down a little bit for you, you will see on the inside we actually have a bracer tube on this side here. Now that's there because these bedrooms are a little bit longer, so that is there so that we get maximum support in the tent, keeping it nice and stable. The bedrooms also feature on the outside some more handy storage pockets, which you can see here, and all of the doors also have their own mesh ventilation panels on here as well. The bedrooms also feature our universal system, and that's where we have these zips in the middle here, and we'll just show you now how that works. We have a few optional extras available for this tent, which would include a fleece carpet for your living area here, just for a little bit more comfort. There's also then a footprint to go underneath the ground sheet here, giving better protection, keeping it nice and clean on those wet and muddy days. And we also have a universal side extension, which will fit onto this tent as well. So there you have it then, that's all the features of the Concorde10AC from our Air Comfort collection. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, this tent can be inflated using our Typhoon 12-volt compressor pump.